What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? This is your boy Is Nefarious, and I am here for another episode in our MLB 25 The Show series. If you're enjoying the content, please like, comment, subscribe. Without further ado, let's jump into it. Now, when the GM is automated, it should give us like notifications when they call somebody up and things like that, if I remember correctly. Player sent down. Jordan Lyles was sent down to drive Class A. Oakman Gonzalez was sent down. Colin Rea. Yuba has been called up to Double A. So that's the catcher that we drafted. Yeah, that's the catcher that we drafted. C potential, so nothing too great. Blake Mitchell is the highest potential we got at catcher. And as you can see, he's close to cracking the lineup, because right now with Christian Gonzalez and Blake Sabol, we really don't got anything at catcher. It's a weakest position. All right, so let's go game by game. Remember, we're gonna play any prospect call-ups, any newcomers to the team, any debuts. We pretty much play. And we'll advance day by day. AAA, we don't do the lineup. Something happened. Player called up. Nelly Taylor was called up to Double A. It has nothing to do with us. Can we? It's the only thing about going in here. We gotta back out and see if anything happened. So we got something that happened. We got a player update. That's it. I forgot. I thought there was a way to have them notify you when something happens. Nothing happened so far. Right now we are 4-8. That is gross. That is gross. We'll give it some time before we start messing with the lineup, unless we keep losing like this. All right, we get a win there. We get a win there. Another win. Lost there, a win there. Win against the Yankees. 10-game hitting streak on the line from Marcelo Manger. We'll definitely jump into that. See if we could save his hit streak. All right, Manger. Top of the 8th. Oh. All right, can we get him a hit? Oh, that was the pitch too. We are way too late on that. And he get us with a splitter. Hey, we'll take it. Actually, does it save his we'll enter the game, definitely. Oh, never mind. It's just us on base. It don't matter. Get and ground out. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Game. 5-2 loss. A 5-2 loss to the Yankees. You hate to see it. We didn't play the debut of Garcia. We should have put him in the first game just to get it out of the way. It's all right. Anybody else that has a new Christian Vasquez? It really ain't a Red Sox debut, is it? I wouldn't say that. Pitcher rotation, John Gray would have been a debut that we could have played. All right, we're messing up a little bit. Other than that, nobody else. Jonathan Loisiga. All right, we're 8, 9, and 11. Not the end of the world, but definitely want to be a little bit better. We got a triple for the cycle. No, we're good. That never happens. He has a better shot without us. All right, 3 wins in a row. I like that. All right, went 1-2 against Tampa Bay. All right, let's continue the sim. One there, drop another one. Good win there. So what do we got for a struggling AA pitcher, a good AA player, another good AAA player, AA, AAA, no call-ups, nothing like that. Let's take a look at the lineup. Let's see if there's any changes we're gonna make. So Jaron Duran, 274, 5 home runs so far, 10 RBIs. You get a 213 from Wilyer Abreu. Definitely gonna drop him in the lineup. We'll put Marcelo Mayer up there with the 265. Meyer. You got Vlad Guerrero, who has a 294. A 295. You got a 263 from Devers with 5 home runs. Bregman's got a 224. You hate to see it. Save ball at 250, a 223 from Christian Campbell. Gonna say Gonzalez, then Cabrera, then we made it all the way to Campbell at one point. Jackson Garcia over Rafaela at this point. Hitting a little bit better, but I don't think it's worth it. 238 from Hamilton. Tristan Casas only has 7 at-bats. He's yet to get a damn hit in those 7 at-bats. Christian Campbell, not okay. Definitely hope he starts to hit a little bit better. Taking a look at the pitching rotation. Oh, I wanted to go to the pitching rotation. So Garrett Crochet's 3-1 with a 341, 40 strikeouts. You got 0-6 and a 927 from Tanner Hawk. You got a 466 for Noah. Oh, Winkowski's got a 1643. What does he got for stamina? 47. He's got a 161. At least at the back end of our bullpen's playing really well. Should we switch Noah with Hulk? I'll let him work out of it. He's getting paid the money. Getting paid 12.5, so let him work out of it. Edward Cabrera is having a good season though. 291 and 351 from Bello, and then John Gray with a 586. He's somebody we could definitely pull out, but he's making more money as well, so we want him to continue being that starter. All right, jumping into the next month. Let's see how we go. 0-1 to start. We got a can we make it 3 home runs? Let's try it. Let's try for 3 home runs. Marcelo Mayer. Ah, good timing, just right at somebody. Get a second chance though here in the bottom of the 9th. Down 6-3 too. Just missed that one. Ooh, way behind that. That looks like a breaking ball at first, honestly. All right, 2-2. Perfect timing. What a rope. Wasn't a home run, but what a rope that was. Oh, extra innings. Bottom of the 11th. Down by 1. No outs. So the team is fighting back. Can we be a hero? Oh, right up the middle. I mean, we moved them over. That's a positive. See what happens. Simulate the end. All right, we took the L. Meyer with a 3 for 6, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. Vlad 1 for 6 with a home run. Almost had the comeback. Almost. Just couldn't put that run on third in with only 1 out. That's tough. All right, after that series, we go 1-2 against the Yankees, or did we have one last month? Nope, just the 3 games. We lose that series, going to the Dodgers. We got some roster moves. Player called up to AA. Rhea was designated for assignment. Sent down. Franco was called up to AAA. Cameron called up to AA. Vrkovic called up to AAA. Belina's called up. Soto is called up to AAA for good performance. Sisk was called up. Rudy Raymond. John Gray was sent down to AAA. Conley Early was called up to MLB. So, that being said, do we put Early into the rotation? Noah's got a 396. Let's put Early into the rotation. Have Noah stay there. When does Early pitch? How early does Early pitch? Brian Bello, he doesn't pitch until that third game against the Angels, so we'll definitely play that one. It's happening in the AAA. They just called up Dorian Soto, who's developing pretty nicely, 68 overall now. Definitely gonna keep an eye on him. Roman Anthony, still need him to develop a little bit more. Only up to a 71. Hopefully he starts to develop a little bit faster. Richard Fitz. Rudy Raymond. This is the closer that we got. 64 overall. Doesn't throw gas. 91, 89 on the 2-seam, and then a 83 mile per hour changeup, which is surprising. Usually, you know, you get a closer, they're supposed to be throwing absolute heat. He is not. O'Shea's starting to regress. I hate to see that. All right, so let's jump back into the sim. The next time we're gonna jump in. Actually, you might jump in. Is he in the lineup? Soto is in the lineup. We could jump into his debut and see what he looks like, because he's one of our top prospects coming up. Anybody else in the AAA that we want to see firsthand? This would be his first game. No, he has one game already. 5 at-bats, 1 run. Yeah, we could still take a look at how good he is. We also got Rudy Raymond. What do they got him playing at? Closing? He closing? No, he's not. Luis Guerrero's still closing. Why did they got him as a starter? What is going on here? So let's do that, because that makes 0 sense. Put him as a setup. We'll wait until it's too tough to try to do a relief pitcher, because you gotta hope that he comes into the game. Anybody else we want to kind of jump into a game with? Keep an eye on Reyes. If he gets called up to AAA, definitely want to jump into a game with him. Valera as well. All right, so let's jump into a AAA game. I'm gonna player lock. I'm gonna player lock Soto. Dorian Soto. One of our top prospects. Not like Roman Anthony or the new closer we got, but he's up there. Look at him, he looks like a teenager. Look at the bat movement on the swing. Needs to add a little bit of weight. Broken bat. Can we beat it? Is that gonna be a hit? 88 speed. I don't even know if that was a hit. Yeah, base hit. We'll take it. We're down 7-0 already. 88 speed, man. He flies for a third baseman. Now on the right hand side. That was the pitch.
Long measures 6'1". He works with a curve and sometimes works in a splitter.
Ooh, just missed that one too. Couple good pitches to hit to start off. Shorten up the swing. Is that gonna be? Nope. Not gonna enter the game. So we went 1 for 3 with the rook. Well, one of the prospects, not necessarily the rook yet. 1 for 3 is not bad. You got to keep an eye on Roman Anthony and Blake Mitchell. All right, so we'll sim through that, Make sure that there's nothing happening. Sim through that. Can we? No. Oh, perfect. We could just do that every single time. Oh, no. That was his game, man. He pitched well. 6.2 innings pitched. Had a 270. Not bad. That takes way too long. I'd rather back out and see what happened. All right, after that series, we go 2-1. You could still pitch with early just to get a feel for him. All right, something's happened. Sylvester Darth has been sent down to Class A. That's the A potential shortstop that we got. He develops, it's gonna be crazy. All right, a win there against Miami. And let's jump into a game with Connolly Early, a rookie pitcher. Player lock. See if we can put a good game together for Early. Devers is starting to heat up, so is Bregman. That's huge, but Vlad's starting to cool down. Storyline from last game. Edwin Cabrera was big on the mound, and Wilyer Abreu shines. League news, anything cool? Sasaki is nasty. Nothing too crazy out there. Our farm report, that is dope. Top 30 prospects. Right now, Roman Anthony's hitting 265 with a 795 OPS, 4 home runs. Franklin Arias is a 238, 721 OPS, and 5 home runs. You got Justin Gonzalez with a 270, 790 OPS, and 3 home runs. You got Rudy Raymond, who's got a 324, 23 Ks, and 16.2 innings pitched between AA and AAA. Dorian Soto with a 252, a 625 OPS, and 0 home runs. And then nothing for Sylvester Darth, who's our 6th. That is dope. Nieves. We got Reyes, who's got a 310. Perellas with a 424. Look at that, some of the guys. A 283 and an 836 for Cespedes. We won't go past the top 10. Could select the prospect. That is dope. That is actually really dope. Roman Anthony, #1 prospect in baseball, but needs to develop a little bit more. All right, Connolly Early, the rookie. See what he has. 91 to 95, not too crazy. Definitely gonna be playing on the edges of the strike zone. You're not blowing anything by anybody with a 91, 92 mile per hour fastball, especially in this MLB. As he ropes it into the gap. That's gonna be a double easily. Jorge Mateo with a leadoff double. Come on, that's a strike too. That was a hanger. Got away with it. All right, here comes the 2-2 fastball. Missed our spot, but only a foul off. Another 2-2 fastball. That one was close. There it is. All right, now it's Xavier Edwards. See if we could get out of this sticky situation after a leadoff double. That's a great pitch. High cheese. Able to fight it off. Easy out. Looks like we're going to be able to get out of this. Need one more batter. Oh no. Hanging curve. Oh. But thankfully it doesn't hurt us. Yuri Perez. Ooh, that was a meatball for him. Oh wow. Can't believe he chased that. Can we get him to chase again? Nope. Backdoor. Nice play, Christian Campbell. Mr. Early. Nice curve. Repertoire is pretty nice for Early. See if we can get him on this high cheese. Nothing. Come back with a curveball down low. Way too far outside for him to chase. You can tell he doesn't have a lot of control with these pitches based on how wide the circle is. But we get the strikeout nonetheless. We don't have a lot of left-handed starters, so this is a big addition if he works out. Definitely hung up that curveball, made it an easy hit. All right, 2 down. We got to keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't steal. Oh, we missed. Oh, and he went for it. No way. No way. We threw that way inside and he got a hit out of that. That's crazy to me. All right, number 9 batter, lefty on lefty. Oh, thankfully. All right, let's see if we can get him on this pitch. He chases. No way he gets another base hit on a junk. Oh no. Oh no, that's gonna be 2. Oh no. There's no way. We are getting hoed. The game is not our friend right now. We got him on a changeup though. Ooh, damn. I can't believe they got hits on that. See if we could settle down a little bit. Josue DePaula is a heck of a name. Good thing that was an easy play because we didn't even run to first. It's a good. That was a good drag bunt. All right, can we get him on a changeup? Rolls it over. Oh no. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. Another error. There it is. All right, the 2-2 doesn't offer on that. Ugh. Good changeup up the middle though. There's 2 runs. Oh no. Damn. And we get pulled. And we get smoked. Conley early, 2.1 and 2 earned runs. Only 2 earned runs. Had a couple errors there. And we lose 7-2. I think we got the hook a little too early. But it was going bad. Going real bad out there. Alright, let's sim. So we went 2-1 in that series, not the end of the world. We got some movement, players sent down. Keep an eye, Zantello was called up. Zantello. Lose that series. Arizona. We dropped all 3 in that one. We are sitting here at 23-29. What is going on with this team? We have a good lineup. Is there some changes we have to make? A 228, 228, a 247, 260, 243, 229, and 287. Who do we put at that number 2 slot? Let's go with Bregman at that number 2. What we're gonna do is move Volyer there. Do something like that. Let's switch some stuff up. Rafael is batting 179. All right, we cannot just let that keep happening. Rafael is gonna sit the pine for a little bit. Tristan Costa's only batting 200. And let's move some stuff around. Just rock with that. How about the pitching rotation? 328. And a Hawk is at a 699, so he's coming down a little bit. Recent games, he let up 1 earned run, 2 earned runs in the last 2. We're keeping it under 2, so we'll leave him alone. Hopefully, Bello doesn't start to fall off. All right, let's go back to the sim. Houston, we need a sweep. All right, Vlad Guerrero's got 2 home runs. Can we make it 3? Right now, we're ranked 29th in runs, 15th in home runs, 13th in stolen bases, 20th on base. Definitely not the numbers we want. All right, Vlad. Is that another one? Nope, that's not even close. What am I even talking about? I thought we got a better piece of the ball than that. Seemingly to the end, so we get a big win there. That's huge. Yasker Noah, they win. Alright, so let's get to the end of the month. We lose that one. We lose 2 to the Colorado Rockies. Alright. And that one. Take a look. Struggling. Player update, pitcher update, no call-ups. So a 27-31 record. Our pitch and rotation, Crochet's got a 306, and he's 4-3. You got a 626 and a 0-9 record from Tanner Hawk. Oh my lord. Yeah, you're coming out of the rotation. Actually, no, he's been... I can't. He's been actually pitching better. But 0-9, you got a 3-4 and a 415. You're 3-4 with 51 strikeouts and a 415 for Bello. A 251 and a 7-2 for Edward Cabrera. What a season he is having. I'll take that as a number 4. Conley Early with a 844 now. So after our game, he had a 3.1 innings pitched with 5 earned runs, and then he had 6 earned runs and 3.2 innings pitched. So he hasn't gone past 4 innings pitched in 3 games. That we could do. Early could go to the bullpen. Winkowski needs to be sent down, but we don't make those calls anymore. But that's gonna do it for this one. If you're enjoying the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. But I am your boy Is Nefarious, and I am out of here.